So let's write another media query. I gonna copy this from here, uh, and below here I gonna write media, and I simply just gonna change this value up here to around 33.68 RAM, which is equal to 540 or pixels, around 540 pixels. So now at this time we're gonna apply some basic styles to our navigation items, and we also want to bring our hamburger icon, which is up here. If you remember, we have earlier set that class to display none, which is here. Toggle menu is set to display none, and now we are going to set its property to display block. So when it reaches the 540 pixels breakpoint, okay, so I'm gonna write here toggle menu, and here I'm gonna write display block. It will bring that. Now you can see that, okay, and let's go ahead and set its a max width of WebKit min content, so that its width will be only equal to the content, which is hamburger itself, okay. And let's again set a max width of Mozi min content. Again let's write general style for this. Again copy this one here and remove the prefix, okay. Now we're gonna make it to the center, so we can write that margin 1 rem from top and bottom, and auto from left and right, so that it will be centered accordingly into the viewport. Hit refresh, you can see that now it is in the center. Now let's apply some more styles to this. I'm gonna give it a background color, so I give it a background color of pound 393939, okay. Give it a color of text align of center, okay, and color we're gonna give it a color of white and set its property to important, and let's give it a padding of 1 rem from all the sides, and let's set its border radius to 0.25 rems, okay. Go into browser and hit refresh. Now you can see that our hamburger icon has been created. Now let's go ahead and target this navigation by using its selector, which is nav list. So I gonna write here. Before that, let's apply some hover styles to this hamburger icon. So I can write here toggle menu hover, and just change its background color to pound F92266, okay. Now let's select that navigation items by selecting nav list, and by using media queries we are simply going to override the previous styles that has been written here, which is here. So you can see that it has a display property of flex, so we're gonna change that property here to display to block, okay, and we're gonna set its width property to 100%, okay. So this block property will override the flex property, so when you set it to block, the style has been changed. You can see that here, okay. Now let's apply some more styles to this. We're gonna set its position property to static, and we also gonna give it a line height of 1 rem and set its z index property to 1012, something highest value, and we also gonna set its left to 0 and top to 0 and give it a background color of white. This is important, z index property is important, okay, to make it on the top of another element. If you set its position property to absolute or something else or fixed, so in this case we are not going to set its position absolute or fixed, so it's fine not to set this property here, which is z index. And let's go ahead and hide this menu initially, but before we do that, let's reset our submenus. To target the submenus, we can write nav list and we will look for the ul element inside this. So I can write like this, and here I just have to set its overwrite its position property, which is earlier set to absolute. Here you can see that here you can see that this has a position of absolute. We just simply want to change its position to static, okay, and we're gonna give it a text indent of about 2 rems, and let's set its z index property to something highest, okay, and let's see what we get. Now we have designed our submenu too, okay, so you have seen that we have now changed the layout of our navigation items. Now we want to initially set it to hidden. To do that, let's jump into our text editor and here write max height to 0 and set its overflow property to hidden, so that it will be hidden initially. And let's create an active class and set its max height to 100% and overflow to auto, okay. Now let's jump into our browser and see what we get. Now you can see that our submenu or menu item has been initially hidden, and resize this, okay. You can see the navigation layout at different sizes, okay. And in the next video we're gonna use some jQuery to reveal that menu items, and also we're gonna write some styles to provide the spacing between these items, okay. So thank you for watching, have a nice day, see you in next video, bye bye.